This is an introduction video towards the website created for this assessment. The photo assessment is created for a Stage 4 Year 8 Chinese class, and the topic is chosen for self-introduction. This website contains two activities. The first one is called the Quizlet vocabulary. So when a teacher is operating this website, the teacher needs to first click on this link and go to the Quizlet website. Now from this website, the teacher can see a flashcard in the middle. It has Chinese characters and this pinyin next to it. The teacher will first pronounce the word, and then the student will repeat the word after the teacher's pronunciation. For example, the first word, 自我介绍, and then the student will repeat the pronunciation. Once that's finished, for one word, click on the flashcard. It has the English translation of this word, so the student can see the translation and create meanings and build the meanings with English to Chinese. When one is finished, click to the next, and then you'll see a new word appearing on the flashcard. If the operating teacher doesn't have a clear Chinese pronunciation, the teacher can then use this list and see this icon and click on there, and then the website will have a Chinese pronunciation provided for the teacher. So the teacher will go through all 30 of every word, as you can see here. When that's all finished, the teacher can move on to the second part of this activity, which is playing games. The teacher will offer students the access to this website, and each student is going to open this website on their personal devices. Once that's done, the students are to click the match icon here, and then click Start Game, and then it's a matching game. So they are supposed to have the Chinese characters match with their English translation. For example, this is hobby, and once you place the Chinese translation to the English translation, the word disappears. The students can have several goals on this game until satisfied, and then the teacher can move on to the second game provided. This is called the Gravity. Get started. Start game. So the student is going to see a word, Chinese word coming out, and they are to type the English translation of this word. If they don't get it right, it'll drop down. If they get it corrected, then so if they get the correct answer, they will continue to play the game. But one note to remember, the student are to type the English translation onto the answer, because not every student has access to Chinese typing on their personal devices. And the last activity they can play here, the last game they can play in this activity is live. So click live, and the teacher can create a game. They can choose different type of game, so select self-introduction in English, and the students can scan the QR code to enter this Quizlet for playing. But one thing to note, there has to be more than 4 students playing this game. Otherwise, it won't operate. So this is the first activity using Quizlet. The second activity is called the mini roleplay. So the students are to have access into Google Classroom. They should have access Google Classroom code provided by the teacher. In this case, on the home page, it's indicated as this is the classroom code. So students are to open a page, Google Classroom. They go in there. Normally they'll enter the class code. Since I created this Google Classroom, they can just go in there. In here, they can have access to the activity sheet. They can download this activity sheet using Google. Also, they have the activity sheet here on the website as well. So the students are to use these words and the grammar to create a conversation. And this conversation has to be in Chinese. The teacher will give the students plenty of time to create the conversation first, and then conduct the conversation in Chinese. The student has to first create a conversation, pretending first this is the person now, and how many people in his family here, and who's you, and their hobbies. Also, they need to ask questions. So here you can see there's person asking, there's person answering, and this conversation contains 3 rounds of answering and answering the questions. Also, the students need to record their conversation using a voice recorder. This app to record their conversation, and then has to post their conversation recorded up to Google Classroom. So this is Google Classroom page. They are to first record the conversation, then have conversation for student's name, and they're using this button to upload the recording version of their conversation. Upload. Post. So now all students have access to all the conversation recording. So this is the instruction video to how to do these 2 activities. If there's any confusion, there's an email address provided on the home page, and you can ask me any further questions. Thank you.